Keep moving forward. Use your damn covering fire.
Oh. Arlie Emery's in this game. Fantastic.
Your ass is kicked.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
there's someone new.
Radec troops are in the area.
How can you tell? They all look the exact same because they all have those helmets on, so you don't have to spend a lot of money animating faces.
His helmet looks slightly different.
Radec's got more... Yeah, Radec's got more bling on his uniform. And... Oh dear.
Zev's gonna start having flashbacks.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning, question mark.
Question mark, emoticon, emoticon.
So we got kicked off the bridge, but if we want, we can actually hang around and kill the Helghast who are still on the bridge who kicked us off. But that doesn't really do anything but satisfy our personal grudge.
Yeah, let's have a big electrical field going right near some water. This is a good plan. This will really help us.
Also bugs.
Big, big fucking bugs.
Take that, rad roaches. I'm gonna beat this Fallout mission. Oi.
Yeah, because never forget the Helghast are space orcs.
Uniform violations.
They didn't have enough Space Marine armor, just randomly bolted to their vehicles.
Yeah, because Radec is a stickler for uniform conformity.
He's Major Sixta from Generation Kill. It's okay, I know who everyone is. Whoa! Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. That was interesting.
Well, you couldn't really tell that you could jump on anything there, could you?
No.
We can shoot away cover, though.
That is pretty neat. Can that cover you're up against right
Yep.
there we shot away?
It can,
Yep.
but it won't because we killed the Helghast. And trip mines. They're not
Those are
common,
things.
but they exist.
And because we don't have a hacker with us anymore, we can't sneak past them, so there's that.
What's even the point? That's some good AI. He took some decent cover there against that 2-inch wide, piece of metal. Definitely is.
Still, they're learning.
They're learning.
By the end of the game, they'll be semi-competent.
They're better on elite difficulty. This is normal mode, so they're not as smart as they could be.
So yeah, I know that by the time this post goes up, you'll have explained who he is in the on the forums. But have we explained to Lazyfire who Radec is?
Radec is he's our secondary villain. He's Vasari's sort of like lapdog. He's bad news.
I see.
But that's okay because we have a flamethrower.
Well, I mean, that is where everything gets better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This flamethrower has a fantastic arc to it. It's great at getting enemies who are hiding behind cover because you can sort of arc it over the cover to get them. It's awesome. It reminds me of the flamethrower in Turok 2, Seeds of Evil of all games.
Hell yeah. Does this game have a cerebral bore?
No, I wish it
What
did.
the
It
hell's the
doesn't.
point? This game should quit while it's ahead. Okay, how? Oh my god, the thing's got a fucking arc. Look at that shit.
Yeah, it's good. I love it.
Like, you're just gonna like burn people in different postal codes at this rate. Goddamn.
Oh, they take so long to go down too. Like they are just in agony the whole time.
I'm sure they're basically untouchable while they're doing that whole dying animation. You can't,
You
like,
can kill 'em
melee
faster
them,
if you
put 'em out of
want.
their misery.
I mean, I choose not to, but you can kill them faster if you want.
If you run up to them and try to melee them, you will set yourself on fire, though, like... And yeah, you'll take a hell of a lot of damage from it.
I would suspect?
Unfortunately, you can't stop, drop, and roll in this game.
Goddamn. Come on. This is just common sense stuff. Oh, good. That wall blew open in a convenient spot. Yeah, Shirley, burn down the building first. I'll get right up there.
I know, like, for all the crap we give Rico for his various atrocities in the game, Sev is just wandering through a city, setting everyone he can on fire.
I want to point out that the Helghast developed this weapon, so... is it really Sev's fault?
I'm just using what the Lord gave me.
Exactly.
I can't really blame him for this. I mean, these guys were the ones who left it out there for him to pick up and use on them. That is disturbing fucking noise.
No comment. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh. Well, you think that's disturbing? You should hear what it sounds like when we do this to... Because that is fucking disturbing.
Spoiler alert. We light it on fire.
Cool.
A lot.
I almost picked
That's
up a
gonna be
gun,
fun.
but I thought I would keep the flamethrower because I'm just having so much fun with it.
You should really prioritize fun over picking up every gun in any game. I'll bring my flamethrower to this battle, and I'll just solve all our problems.
We're in.
Whoa! What the fuck was that animation? He's disappeared down the stairs.
Yeah, that's Garza running ahead of the game's loading ability.
You just gave that guy some fire and then a little bit more after that. That was nice of you.
Oh, decharges. I love planting decharges in this game. We get to use the 6-axis controller.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned this in the Killzone 1 LP, and I'm interested to see how this is supposed to work with the 6-axis, and I hope you do a picture-in-picture. Am I going to be very
That's a good
disappointed?
idea, huh?
I'll throw something together.
You just rotate it. Okay. I don't need to see that in real life.
Yeah, you
I did that with the controller, though.
hold down the triggers and yeah, just tilt the controller up, tilt it down, and let go of them.
It's
I
okay.
mean, it's a very slight addition to the gameplay, but it's nice. It sort of grounds the player into the, hey, you are actually setting this bomb which is causing massive amounts of destruction. You horrible
What I
monster.
usually like in games is making sure that I can cause massive amounts of destruction, just like in real life.
Exactly. Exactly.
I use my video game to train how to plant bombs. Yeah, that's something I want. Put that out on the internet. You're gonna strip my name out of this thing, right?
No promises.
That's disturbing. Okay. Oh, good. They're back on their slow jump. Okay. So, flamethrower ammo, how common is it?
Not very.
Just shot your load, so to speak, on that guy. That came out
We
wrong.
did. We're out of flamethrower ammo now, which is okay, because now that everyone's dead, we can just pick up their guns.
And you have
Or
knife.
use a knife.
Yeah, it's back to Rambo mode now.
I'm just nothing wrong with that. I do like that they kept the same basic design for the Helghast weapon from the last game, the helical magazine and all.
Yeah, they actually keep that for almost every Helghast weapon, as we'll see and have been seeing.
Nice. Like, I can think of a dozen games that take place back to back to back, and they have really weird differences between the weapons. Like, I think the
Like
Halo
Mass Effect?
games did the same thing.
Oh yeah, the Halo games, they were pretty bad for that too.
I think they explained it away like, oh well, the ship from the first game was an old ship, so it had old weapons on it or something like that. And that's why they could introduce new weaponry.
Yeah, and then you play Halo Reach, which is set at the exact same time period, and there's even more weird-ass weaponry, like...
It's funny because Killzone takes sort of the opposite approach. The lore is that the more futuristic weapons went to Killzone 1, which is why the weapons here on Killzone 2 have less attachments to them. No secondary functions, for example.
That's actually a kind of neat in-universe explanation for taking out a gameplay feature. I'll give him that.
And plus, another lore reason is Johann Stahl, the guy who makes all these weapons, is hard at work right now building something really impressive that's going to be shown off in Killzone 3. So he's sort of prioritizing where all his resources are going in terms of weapon design.
I love Johann Stahl, played by Malcolm McDowell, FYI. He's sort of an invisible presence throughout all the Killzone games until he's actually a character in Killzone 3. But yeah, we've been using his guns since the first game.
It's basically having Kalashnikov as a background character in all the games where you fight against the Soviets.
Yeah, more or
then
less.
He shows
Pretty
up,
much.
and the Kalashnikov
Every
makes
Helghast
vodka now,
weapon
so-
that starts with the STA initials is a Stahl Arms weapon.
Ah, cool. Despite the fact that they don't use, the English alphabet. Way to shoot down your friend there.
Well, they kind of use both, which is weird. I want to point something out here. If Garza hasn't died in the game at this point, he is sort of meant to be shot to death by the Helghast shotgunner right there, so that you have to revive him so you learn how to use the mechanic. However, although I didn't record it on this playthrough, it is possible to kill the Helghast shotgunner before Garza dies right there if you're ready for him. Just a fun fact.
And the game won't automatically kill him.
No, the game will not automatically kill him. He has to be shot by the shotgunner.
Or just do what you do there and shoot him yourself.
He ran in. That was his fault.
That was an accident.
There's the guy.
But yeah, like, we kind of mentioned this in one of the earlier videos that you weren't here for, but yeah, the Helghast alphabet is actually more or less a straight cipher to English. There's a couple characters in it that are like phonetics, like PH or like CZ. But yeah, it's more or less a straight cipher to English, so you can actually go around and translate all of these signs and crap that are up everywhere on Helghan. And sometimes they come out to gibberish, sometimes they make sense, but...
It's funny because the Helghast
Yeah.
alphabet is more of a pride thing than anything, because you notice they've got English accents. They all speak English. They're all sort of Englishmen at heart. The Helghast alphabet was sort of an incentive, an initiative set by Vasari to sort of bolster Helghast pride. It's, most people don't necessarily speak it. It's just kind of there. English is still very much spoken by everyone and used in writing, but, Helghast pride and all that, so they have the Helghast alphabet.
Well, I guess that's one explanation for it. Why not? Or, just saying, maybe game creators got lazy and decided that the Helghast didn't need their own language in game.
No comment.
How long will Garza yell that he's down and needs help after you revive him? Like,
As
'cause
long
was
as
like
that
20
wave
seconds.
of enemies is around.
Yeah, like the second you clear out the wave of enemies and the checkpoint clears, he will just get right up on his own and keep going.
Oh, nice action roll. Did you see that?
Yeah, it really worked out.
Yeah,
for him.
rolled right into the shotgun blast.
Hey, that guy has a shotgun. Let's go see him. Why is that guy dressed up like a Helgen Civil War reenactor, by the way?
Oh, those are the Helghast scouts. They've got the funny sort of like potato peeler hats.
Yeah. There are actually different Helghast troopers in this game, and you actually get an award for meleeing each different Helghast trooper. Some of them are not as differentiated as they could be, but Guerrilla Games has attempted to do some more variety with enemies.
Yeah, and plus we pointed them out to you when you were on for Killzone 1. They were the Grenadiers in Killzone 1. They had the grenades and the shotgun. This is just their higher res versions.
Oh, you guys, there's plot development going on right now.
Oh.
So the sort of secondary plot in this game, aside from getting Visari, is figuring out how the heck they have lightning guns. And it has to do with a brand new element, which we've given to Evelyn in the last video, and she's sort of researching and letting us know about now.
Is it element 0?
It's called Petricite.
That's just wrong.
Okay. You sure it's not E99?
It's unobtainium.
I'm trying to think of another made-up mineral from a video game or movie that I can use here.
I like Ezo. Let's go with Ezo.
Ezo, okay.
It might as well
Ezo.
be Ezo.
Because, yeah, like, Petricite is literally the only reason that Helgen is worth anything in the universe as a planet.
It could power the entire universe, the amount of energy Petricite on Helgen generates. The entire universe.
Hey, pick up another flamethrower there.
Unfortunately not. That was just some more ammunition. This area right here, this battle in the slums, I just want to identify. When you're playing Elite mode, this is actually one of the more difficult fights in the game. The Helghast just come at you, there's lots of corners to hide around and for them to pop out and shoot you at, and they've got a couple of rocket launcher fellows at the end of the level just constantly bombarding you. Not to mention the fact that they've got dropships coming in and reinforcing them. It's not too bad on normal difficulty, which we're playing on now, but on Elite, this section is brutal.
Yeah, some of these can be really bad, especially early in the game where they throw stuff at you like this. Like, sometimes you don't really want to play those.
They kind of stretch those out in Killzone 3. Like, the only one that I can really think of comes like within probably the 10 minutes away from the final stage. And that one's a bit of a crazy slog to get through, even on, like, normal difficulty. But, yeah, no, they did a really good job by the time they get to Killzone 3 of spacing out, like, level design and, like, what you're doing in levels and whatnot.
There's a couple sections on Killzone 3 that are pretty difficult. I mean, I'll point them out when we get there, but I can think of a few that gave me difficulty on Elite.
I hope you write that down and remember a year from now to actually say those things.
I'm hoping you will remind me. No pressure.
Just show up a year from now in a video. Hey, remember when you said something in Killzone 2? It's like bringing up old shit. That's just my life. I show up and remind and nag people to talk about things in LPs. These guys have some really great
hopefully we'll get through...
So I cut you off there, Crow. What was that?
I was going to say, hopefully we get through Killzone 2 in under a year, but we'll see.
How long is the game? I can't imagine it's any longer than the first Killzone, which was surprisingly long.
It's actually shorter.
Yeah, Killzone 2 is probably like 6 hours total.
Okay.
And Killzone 3 is probably about... Yeah, Killzone 3 is probably about 8 hours. They have a little bit more to do in Killzone 3, but there's less chapters in it.
Okay. That's a weird distinction.
And then...
Sorry, Garza.
I know it. And then, yeah, Killzone Liberation is probably about 3 to 4 hours long. Like, it's the quickest of the games.
Yeah, that's a PSP game, isn't it?
Yeah, it plays more like Metal Gear Solid 1 in that it's really a top-down shooter.
I kind of like that idea. That seems to be a pretty good direction for the Killzone franchise.
It's actually probably the best game on the PlayStation Portable. And there's some good games in the PlayStation Portable. I'm not trying to make a joke about the console. I quite like the console.
I was gonna say you could get below the bar, but you'd have to bury it first.
No. Poor PSP. I liked it.
That was... Even though I fucked up that metaphor, you still knew what I was trying to say.
I knew what you were trying to say.
But hey, because we killed the rocket launcher guys, we now get to pick up their weapons.
Yeah, this part is easy now that we have the rocket launchers. I like that this game didn't really hold back at all. I mean, the very first level of the game, within killing 4 or 5 enemies, you're facing guys with rocket launchers. They are willing to throw everything at you.
Hell yeah. You kind of want that. Like, way too many games just... I think they kind of cling to the idea that the player may be incompetent in some way, and they just give you the easiest difficulty curve possible. And this game seems to say, no, fuck that, you're gonna see rocket launchers and chain guns and shit pretty early on. Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, the big thing about Killzone 2, like, especially thematically, is it's all about just shocking the shit out of you. Like, you put your boots on Helghast soil, and they are throwing everything at you because they do not want you to be here.
They ease up a bit in Killzone 3, arguably for story reasons, political reasons, but yeah, here in Killzone 2, this game is brutal. If you want a difficult shooter, one that's challenging, this is the game for the PS3.
Gotta make that statement, but I can't really think of other games of the era that would have been... Maybe Crysis. Crysis is a bullshit hard game at times.
Spec Ops The Line does a lot of that too, where it starts off very quiet, but the second things turn to crap, they turn, like, irreversibly to crap on you.
Although, to be fair, Spec Ops The Line doesn't have the most competent of gameplay. I mean, it's serviceable, but it's not great.
I thought it was just a generic, like third-person shooter.
Yeah, like that's the thing, like, Spec Ops is a decent game, but you're playing it literally more for the story and the choices than you are for, like, the gameplay, really.
Yeah. And also, when we were climbing through that sort of drainage canal, we heard the first words out of Colonel Radec. And if you've been in Killzone 1, you may have noticed that Sean Pertwee, who played Haka in the first game, is voicing Colonel Radec in this game.
You got a promotion.
Yeah, well, lateral promotion, Colonel Haka and Colonel Radec.
Yeah, he was a colonel in Killzone 1, yeah.
Well, we don't know how the Helgen army is set up.
That is true.
Although the general you killed the Haka served under seemed to suggest that they're generals at the top.
Actually, the highest-ranking Helghast officer is an admiral.
Okay.
Good old Admiral Orlok, voiced by Ray Winston, who's going to be showing up in Killzone 3.
Well,
and I think he's more the admiral of their space fleet than, like, an actual, like, okay, like, admiral is higher than general, so...
I have a hard time picking out what weapon to take, but I decide ultimately on the SMG, which I love in this game. It's basically a shotgun, except it has like 1,000 bullets in the round. So, yeah. SMG.
Goddamn. That is a lot of fucking bullets.
Yeah, this is the weapon the scouts use in this game.
I hope you just hip-fire it. Yes, perfect. Hip-fire it constantly, blow people into chunks. Great.
I do. Oh, I love this gun. It's a fantastic gun.
On a good path. Way to go corner camp in there. That's, that's not cheap.
Make them dance.
Yeah, like, where the hell was that guy looking anyway? Oh, he was shooting at Garza, who was not using cover either. Okay.
Garza knows I can resurrect him.
There's that point where the first chain gun fired on Garza in the slums, and he just stood there and took like a full burst from it like it wasn't a thing. The man may be made of steel.
The enemy AI is improved in this game. The friendly AI is not.
I think that's always a challenge for developers, though. They have to make it so the friendly AI doesn't do all the work, but is still competent enough that you don't feel like you're having to baby it all the time.
So this is interesting. We go into this building, which is full of Helghast, and we find we can't actually get to the roof, which is infested with Helghast. So our new mission objective is just to destroy all the support pillars to bring down the entire building. Makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds like something Rico would order.
It's lateral thinking.
There's no route up there. We're gonna have to blow the whole thing up.
Thanks, Garza.
He didn't say that like it was going to be a big deal or anything.
On the main pillar. I'll cover you.
Here we go. We get to really challenge the 6-axis controls here.
Turning left, turning right.
By doing it
turning
4
left.
times. Yeah.
Does it get more
It's a little
complicated as the
thing.
game goes?
It's nice. I like it. It's not a crucial gameplay mechanic, but it's a nice addition. It feels organic.
It seems like the sort of thing that a game company would mandate had to be in all their first-party games.
I think Guerrilla is probably the only first-party developer that really utilized the 6-axis controls. Poor Sony. I mean, no one really... 6-axis was pretty well ignored.
Yeah, like, Volition did a little bit with it in Saints Row 2, but that was as much as I've seen of it.
In Uncharted 1, you can use it to balance on logs and sort of tight ropes when you're crossing paths like that. But, yeah, they dropped it pretty quick, too.
Just gonna say, layer.